Income Generation Program is one of the mainstream and long-term programs of the charity Humanitarian Center Frazetti that has been implemented since April 2003 under the financial support of Stichting Vluchteling. The aim of the program is to increase participatory development opportunities for displaced persons to assist the community in reaching their self-reliance. Cooperation between CHCA and ESWI began in 1998 when ESWI supported CHCA's micro-lending program. In 2003 and 2004, the first pilot phase of the Income Generation Program was implemented, which was highly evaluated as by beneficiaries as well as donor and implementer organizations. This led to the continuation of the partnership and the beginning of the next phase of the programs. For today, the Income Generation Program can be considered a product of creative and constructive partnership of these organizations. In 2005, Stichting Vluchteling supported 2 years modified program based on the gained experience and lessons learned from the previous programs in compliance of the needs of target group. 2005 and 2007 program has been implementing in 6 towns of Georgia: Kutaisi, Alt-Obo, Tbilisi, Rustavi, Zugdidi and Poti, and targeted about 583 IDP vulnerable households divided into different categories. The program activities run into the core and supplementary components. The supplementary component intends to increase the business development skills of program beneficiaries through providing instructional trainings on business management and follow-up consultations. The core component of the program is the business development scheme, furthermore, which divides into 3 different dimensions. Interest-free loans for business beginners, interest-free loans for business expanders, interest-free loans for small and medium entrepreneurs having additional manpower employment capacities. The initial step of program activities is the information dissemination among the potential beneficiaries, namely in the IDP collective centers, markets, and various financing institutions. The special leaflets are distributed and information meetings are arranged by the program staff in the collective centers located in the program operational area. The interested persons explain the essence of the program and the procedures for participation as well. Under 2005 and 2006 program, totally 62 collective centers were informed about the program activities in 6 towns of Georgia. Following the informational campaign, the process of application submitting has started. The interested candidates applying for the CHCA offices and filling the introductory questionnaires, gaining the initial information about the applicant, its family and business or business idea. Totally 646 applications were submitted to CHCA during the 3rd phase of the first stage program. The next step of the program beneficiary identification is the individual interview with each applicant. With this interview, the competence of the applicant in compliance of submitted business idea and the viability of the idea is determined. CHCA Executive Director, Program Manager, Program Officers attended the interview. Under the first stage program, totally 448 applicants were individually interviewed. One of the main goals of the program is to develop the business management skills of program participants. 2 days of intensive instructional trainings in business management is considered to arrange for participants in each target cities. The aim of the training is to develop the elementary knowledge and basic skills on business issues among the participants to assist them in identifying properly, plan and manage their own income generation activities. 9 cycles of training courses by the participation of totally 321 IDPs were arranged in each program target cities. The trainings included the lecture format theoretical sessions, individual and group exercises, case study and discussions. These were the participatory trainings encouraging a dialogue between the trainer and the trainees and as well as among participants themselves. At the trainings, the issues concerning the business planning, market research and marketing, financial management tools such as costing and pricing, break-even points, profit and loss statement, cash flow and balance sheet, and other were presented to participants. The conclusion part of the training session was completely dedicated to the practical works for business plan making. After the training, the schedule of consultations were planned for each participant for the final development of business plans. The necessary consultations to each beneficiary were provided by the program staff. The consultations were conducted as for the training attenders of the Carrying Out program as well as for the previous year's beneficiaries willing to be provided with the second cycle loan for expanding their business activities. Totally, 364 persons received one-time consultations under 2005 and 2006 programs. The next stage of program beneficiary selection is the site visits of places to be considered as the business implementation place. The businesses are visited simultaneously with working on business plans in order to enable the staff to estimate the validity of performance of the offered business plan better. Through field visit, the accuracy of the submitted information is also verified and specified. In case of business starters, it's necessary to be ensured in reliability and long-term prospect of utilization of new workplace. To estimate the reality of the existing or planned incomes, it's also necessary to consider the experience of the similar businesses, market research and the quality of relationship between the customers and the suppliers of the applicant, and also evaluation of reliability of applicant. The family of applicant is visited together with businesses. The estimation of all this information is necessary for the program officers to conduct loan analysis correctly. My current income is not sufficient even to feed my family, so I have decided to use my old experience and to start to smoke fish. Beside the production process, I also know the existing market, trust my competence and old reputation, and in a month I'll be able to manage my business and employ at least 2 persons. My friends offered me to use free space which is in their property and they do not use it. Here I am planning to wash the raw fish and to salt them. It will dry in the yard in there and then we'll smoke them. We will use wood salt remains which I'll get from the wood making factory. I'll take fish from Poti, therefore I need 500 lari. I was employed in agriculture in Abkhazia. We had greenhouse for 6 months. It was very hard. In spite of not steep costs on products nowadays, we still find some profits. I'd like to make the similar greenhouse. I have lots of needed materials for this. Once I tried to get the loan from the bank, but they refused. In case if I have the chance to gain the loan, I do promise to offer monthly employment to 7 IDPs during the harvest period and it will cover the gained loan in time. Loan committee meeting is the conclusion stage of the beneficiary selection procedure. The program officer of respective office presents the applications to the committee consisting of 4 members, namely CHCA Executive Director, Program Manager, Accountant, and the Program Officer. The finalists are identified through the merit-based competition. Under 2005 and 2006 program, totally 12 loan issuing committees were arranged. And as a result, 237 business beginners, 63 business expanders, and 10 small and medium entrepreneurs were financed. According to the decision made at the committee, the program officer draws up loan contracts and payment schedules for each borrower. Both of the documents are drawn up in 2 copies and are signed by both of the parties at the moment of loan disbursement. After the signing the loan contract and payment schedule, the program officer explains to the borrower once again his rights and duties and gives the instructions regarding the loan reception, the payment processes. Afterwards, the beneficiary is provided with the bank receipt, signed it appropriately and got money from the bank. After the loan issuing for the program beneficiaries, the regular monitoring of finance businesses is carried out. The aim of the monitoring is to check out the target using of received loan, to evaluate the conditions of the carrying out business, to learn the changes concerning the business, to analyze the gathered information, and on the basis of this, to provide the additional consultations to beneficiaries if necessary in order to ensure the effective continuation of running businesses. The monitoring of each business is carried out on a monthly basis by the program officers and the volunteers as well. The gained information is fixed in the special form of monitoring. Under the program, Nurit Abuchava has received the loan in amount of 500 lari. He used his amount for purchasing the business raw materials. He successfully implemented the planned activities and simultaneously employed 2 IDPs in his business. Currently, Nuri has a fish smoking workshop. He brings the raw materials from Poti, and the following procedures: the washing, pickling, drying, and the smoking are done at the workshop. Selling of smoked fish is done at Kutaisi trading centers. When I decided to start my business activity, I only had the monthly income consisted of 50 lari, the great experience and the knowledge of the fish smoking. I thank to the income generation program as it supported me to start the activity due which I have stable income for the moment. At the same time, I would like to thank the Dutch donor organization that supported such a great program. Nina Chagiani has a knitting workshop where she makes swimming clothes. She received the loan in amount of 1,500 lari purchasing the raw materials for business. During the consultations, Nina was advised to expand the market. Therefore, by the purchased materials, Nina did the new models and provided the different training centers in Kutaisi with her production. Simultaneously, an IDP young lady has been employed in the workshop. Strategy plan during the consultations concerning the market expanding was justified. After the first month, due to the active promotion of new product, the number of Nina's clients increased by 30%. Tried several times to get a loan always resulted with defaults. CHC Income Generation Program became the only chance for me to receive the loan and start the own business activity. Together with the coffee, I sell this different confectionery and have my permanent clients. In the future, I plan to expand my business. I'd like to thank to all who supported me. Zavina Khursalava is carrying out her business together with her mother. They are making blankets and mattresses. During the last period, I felt the competition has been increased and respectively it was necessary to increase the number of production. My income did not cover all the expenses. Due to the loan provided by the income generation program, we purchased the new materials and increased the production. Currently, I feel myself as a real manager as I have a real action plan and know how to implement them. Svetlana and her husband have small family business. They bake the pastry cooks and sell them at Zuglidi Market, which is the most crowded place in the town. They received the loan for purchasing the raw materials and also for newly electronic baker. At the same time, it became necessary to increase the manpower in the workshop. They employ baker and realizer. I'd like to thank to the staff of the program that they carefully targeted to my business activity and gave me opportunity to receive the loan due to which I purchased the raw materials and the new baker. Currently, we are the most successful at the local market and have additionally employed 2 IDPs. Carlo Kikoria has a small workshop of women's shoes. It is his second time loan under the income generation program, and step by step he develops his business. His monthly net income consists of more than 800 lari, and his workshop is one of the successful in his sector in Zuglidi. Through the last loan, I purchased the raw materials and that gave me opportunity to increase the clients. At the same time, I additionally employed 2 young workers. Simultaneously, program staff regularly studied the influence of the loan of the family conditions of each beneficiary. Therefore, the visits in the families of beneficiaries and the filling of respective questionnaires were done on a monthly basis. My business is a retail trade of office supplies. Receiving the loan and the birth of my second child happened almost at the same time. Without the interest-free loan, it would be hard to maintain the started business because of the additional family expenses. Now I can assure myself saying that I'm not afraid. My child will not have cold winter period as I was able to purchase enough wood from my savings. As for the free loan, I use them for increasing trade savings and rotation. Svetlana Akobia wanted to start trading with greens and vegetables. Therefore, she wanted a loan in amount of 300 lari. I do not be able to start my business without the loan. There are 6 members in my family. Our business activities are the mainstream of our family income. As a beginner, I started from green selling, and gradually I have been expanding variety of products and the income accordingly increased. I do hope I have the opportunity to get the loan once again. Thanks to all those who are involved in this program. 2 new members joined to the family of Thomas Sokhadze in 2005. I had got free loans 2 times from the program. The first loan in amount of 500 lari I spent for purchasing needed goods and started my business. After returning the loan in July 2005, I got another loan in amount of 800 lari, which gave me the chance to expand my business. Other members of my family are involved in my business as well. After covering the second stage loan with the help of collaborators and their recommendations, I gained the possibility to get bank loan in amount of $1,500. Main achievements of income generation program in 2005 and 2006. Totally 310 IDPs were provided with a business fund. Number of beneficiaries according to the target cities. Gender balance of beneficiaries. Number of conducted loan cycles, 12. Total number of received applications, 646. Number of business management training attendance, 321. Total amount of disbursed loans in lari, 1,049 and 950. Number of IDPs employed by small and medium entrepreneurs, 23. CHCA staff and income generation program beneficiaries thank to Stitch Think Blue Link for financial support.